Hello guys, it's Bulldog here. Welcome back to another Paladins patch note live commentary. So OB53 has just been previewed yesterday, but it was like 5 AM in my country, so I couldn't watch it. But I still got all the information here, and I am willing to review it to you as detailed as I can. So let's jump straight to it. First is the general stuff. Paladin just announced a new RAM pack, which is for $5, and I'm gonna show this video that is cut from the live stream itself. It is really self-explanatory, so yeah, let's go. Yeah, so that's the video. It's really self-explanatory actually. For $5 you can get the new mount, which is the Frostmare mount. I will get to it later. You will get a 7-day booster and 10 rayon chests as well as 2 fletches. So yeah, for $5 it's a really good price. I think you all should get it, especially with the new mount. It looks spectacular, and I will give more information about it later. So let's go. First, you will now have the ability. This is the random loadout I found online. It's not mine, but you will now have the ability to delete your loadout, because well, if you guys have played long enough, you see that all of your trash loadout and stuff, there's no way to get rid of it. Just gonna stay there. I know you can not pick it or anything, but it's just really annoying. So hi-rez just added a new feature, which is now you can delete your loadout. It's not like it doesn't change the whole game, but it's a really nice touch. And also this feature is also tested. No, not this feature, but another feature is tested in PTS, and it is called ban. It's basically like if you play League of Legends and other mobile online games, there are bans in competitive games. So this system has been introduced into Paladins for this patch, which is basically just for competitive and tournament players, obviously. So yeah, you can now, I don't know, there's no detail on what the number of ban will be or anything, but in this it is only a feature in PTS, and the result is still pending, as it said right here in the forum. So we are not sure if it's going to go to OB53 live or not, but it's still in the PTS, so I think it's on right now. You guys can check it out and tell me what it's like. Basically, ban system being a competitive, get rid of some of the meta, and you can play more, have a larger diversity of champions to play. So next we have the new skin, which is basically the new chest as well. It's called the summer chest, and yeah, it's really self-explanatory. Look at the sexy skin, especially Lex. Cassie looks spectacular in her beach skin, and there's also new chest with new weapons, and I will go to it right now. So let's go. First, this is the weapons they introduced in the summer chest. It's basically America. Yes, it's a USA weapon for many champions, which I am not going to name, but you guys can check them out in the forum. And basically just add an American flag on, as you can see in the symbol right here, Lex's pistol, Victor's gun, Maeve blades, and Ash's flag cannon. And it's really ironic that Victor is actually Russian. It's not confirmed, but come on, his accent, his Soviet feeling, he's basically Russian, but he still got an American weapon, which is nice. Next is the skin. First we have the longboard Lex. Just look at that guy. We never knew how hot Lex was until he put off his clothes. I mean, look at that beautiful bulge, and look at that beautiful bulge. He also has 6-pack as well. So I used to think Lex looked kind of like Randy, but now they are completely different. Randy, step up your game, okay? And so yeah, new skin for legs, I think. So next we have this beautiful Cassie skin as well, sun-kissed Cassie, which she also has a new bird as well. No weapon for this skin, but just look at that. I know what you guys are looking at. I know what emotes you guys are going to use. Okay, please don't deny it. We all know what we are going to do with this skin. So let's get past it, I think, because we have enough information. Just look at that bird, beautiful bird. I know, right? So here's another screenshot of the game. Is the legs, and his combat slide is now he will now slide on top of a surfboard, which is really cool. Because instead of just like retexturing, Paladin is now adding like new models and stuff to the skins and emotes, which is awesome, and I really wish they add more to other champions as well. Next we have Mr. Skin, the one we are waiting for, and Droxus. He's the sorry guys, he's the OG champion of the realm. He has been here since closed beta, and now he finally got his own epic skin. It is called Steam Demon Androxus, and it's basically a steampunk style of Androxus. It looks really beautiful. I couldn't get another image of it, but you guys know yeah, what it's like. So yeah, and it includes champion skin, of course, with weapon, headset, and the body as well, and a voice pack too. So I really wish I can hear what he sounds like. But anyway, really badass. Go check him out in the PTS. I think it's live right now again. And then you have a lot of crystals, gold, and essence, and that. So just test the skin out. Look spectacular once again. And he also has a mastery skin right now, which is the obsidian and the cosmic and the mastery emote, MVP, and spray. So yeah, the mastery system is being introduced to many champions right now. So maybe all of them will have it in the future. I guarantee it. So let's jump into the next skin. Mr. Maeve. No, not Mr. Maeve. It's Miss Maeve. She finally has another red skin, I guess, and this is just some special skin. It is the DreamHack Valencia skin. So if you guys are coming to DreamHack, going to Spain, you will now you will get the skin for free, I believe. So I think if you guys watch it on stream, you will get a chance of having it as well, but it's not purchasable. So let's give it a try. Okay, I got a video right here, 18 seconds, ready to show for you guys.
Sorry, kitten. You wouldn't last a day on my streets. I've been carving up thugs like you all my life. I guess that's cool. Okay, now no more playing around.
See, and we get another glimpse of I couldn't watch the streamer. I didn't realize that. Look at, is that pretty hair? Yes, look at pretty hair. Oh my gosh. So yeah, Maeve just got a new red skin. It's DreamHack Valencia, especially give Maeve an orange look. So it's really cool. It's exclusive. So yeah, you cannot purchase it. So make sure to visit Spain, I guess. So, and also champions like Buck and Willow also got mastery skin in this patch as well. The obsidian, the cosmic, and the spray emote and MVP poses. So yeah, check them out. Next, this is the mounted that I've talked about in the chest. This is the Frostmare mount. Well, I don't think it's purchasable. I think it's exclusive in the chest, and it looks awesome, man. Just this skin is getting better. I think he looks way cooler than the what's his name? The Scarlet Charger. Yes, this one looks so like it's both demonic. It's an ice demon. It's just beautiful. Make sure to get it if you can for $5. It's a beautiful price. So next, let's go to well, what we all been waiting for: champions, nerfs, and buffs. And there are a lot of champions that I'm trying to go through it quickly and give my own overview at the end. So yeah, so there are a bunch of bug fixes. I'm not going to mention them, but you guys can check it out in the forum in the description below. Well, let's go to the real nerf and buff, shall we? First is Ash. Her burst cannon, which is her primary attack, will have an increased range from 50 to 80 units, and explosion fall off is increased. That means that I think she can now shoot further, and yeah, I think that's basically it. So we'll see how much it will change Ash, I think. So yeah, it can shoot longer now. So also her kinetic burst has a bunch of bug fixes. So yeah, because she is the new champion, have tend to have many bugs, and well, they are fixed now. So make sure to check it out in the forum. Next we have Mr. Barrick. His blunderbuss, which is his primary weapon, his left mouse attack, has an increased damage when hitting less pellets. That means that the overall damage is less than it used to be, but each of its bullet, each pellets do more damage than it used to. So kind of an average as an eco tray. So but I think he's really still the same, but we'll see how that happens. Okay, next we have Cassie. Being introduced with a new awesome skin. She also has a buff as well, which is now her crossbow. The projectile speed of the crossbow will now will be increased from 500. I don't know what is the measurement unit here, but it just say that it increased from 500 to 600. So it's basically yes, it's becoming less of a projectile and more of a hit scan. So you can be more reliable to it as well. First we have Eevee. This is the most controversial buff and nerf of this patch, I think. Let's see what are her changes. Okay, her ice staff, which is her primary weapon, will now have an increased projectile speed from 100 to 200, which is faster than Trogus's and a little bit slower than Willow's. And her blink right now, which is her Q by default, is will no longer grant the bonus damage. So for some of you don't know, after you blink, Eevee has the bonus damage, which is shot will be increased to above 1000, which is amazing. But now it will be removed, and yeah, so we see how it goes. You have to you cannot just blink on the people's face and mess them up. Now you have to play more careful. It's not that Eevee output damage is less, she deals a ton of damage, but it is now a little bit less, so you cannot rely on it too much. But it now shoot faster, make it easier to shoot airborne target and stuff. So here's an eco trait, I think. Many people are saying that Eevee is not of a meta. No, I think it is actually a buff. Make her like primary weapon more reliable to use. Next we have Fernando. Which is just a small buff, I guess. His flame lance, which is again his primary weapon, will have increased weapon range from 30 to 50 units, and the cone attack angle, which is like the spread of his fire, is also reduced. So I think it's yeah, it's both a nerf and a buff. So it's equal out, and he's still the same guy Fernando we love, the self-appointed knight. Next we have a Croc. Yeah, I used to like him when the legendary system come out, but he just been pushed out of meta so hard. So let's see what this buff will help him. His lightning staff, which is his primary attack. There are a lot of primary attack fixed here. We have a range increase from 100 to 120. So it basically can shoot further away. And his wraith, which is his legendary card, will now fix a bug where it could only activate once per life. It is supposed to be activated once every 30 seconds. So I think it's really huge. When I play Wraith Croc, I really hate that it only occur one per life. So now we see just a bug. It now will happen like one every 30 seconds. For some you don't know, the Wraith legendary is when that way he's supposed to die, he will now ghost walk instead. So yeah, small buff and the bug fix, I think he will be kind of good right now in casual only. I'm not sure about competitive and a tournament, man. Next we have Grover. This buff is huge for him. His throwing axe, his primary weapon, we have an increased projectile speed and reduce the scaling value, and yeah, and reduce basically reduce his damage and his scaling for long range. But it now shoot faster, so I think it will also equal out, make him like shoot easier when make him easier to hit other targets at far away, I think. So yeah, it equals out, and also his crippling throw to match with the fixes to his primary weapon, his crippling throw, which is his right mouse button, have an increased damage and increased projectile speed. So it's a huge buff. The damage increase is from 300 to 400. So I don't know how it will change to him. So we just see how it goes out, okay? And this is another big buff as well. His whirlwind, which is his ultimate ability, will now grant him CC immunity. So he cannot be poppy out. He cannot be 12 volts ulted out. He cannot be stunned during his in whirlwind, which is really nice. If you guys just see my 12 volt video, I basically just when the enemy Grover ulted, I just I myself as a 12 volt also ulted, just throw him off the map, which will no longer happen after this patch. So yeah, but for Grover, let's see how he will do. Okay. Next we have Maeve. Whew, our favorite cat lady as well. Her daggers, which is also her primary attack, will have a reduced projectile drop by 25%, which means now she can shoot her dagger longer, and yeah, and a bunch of bug fixes as well. So kind of small change. I don't know how it will affect her, but I don't think it will not be that much. Makoa, the most controversial champion right now. He's kind of weak in a low end gameplay because most players cannot hit their hooks, but in tournaments he still racks 1 hook 1 kill. So let's see what are the changes to him. Okay, this is the general. Increase his projectile speed, which is his primary attack from 185 to 250. So yeah, he can now shoot his cannonballs faster and more reliable. His stretch anchor, which is his right mouse button, the infamous anchor hook, which is basically just a bug fix as well, and his shell shields got a bug fix. So I know he's a really buggy champion, be able to displace other players. So yeah, a bunch of bug fixes and increased projectile speed. My man, Mr. Mautamba, he's actually my man as well. His mending spirit, which is his right click, the heal, will now heal through enemy shield, which is amazing. I really love it, and but I don't think it's a buff enough. It's just a bug fix. But in the past, it's so frustrating to be blocked by the enemy shield. So now you can now heal through it, and it feels really great. And his Spitting Cobra, which is his primary attack, will have an increased projectile speed as well, and yeah, to be more reliable to use. Next we have Pip. His Potion Launcher, which is his primary attack, will also have increased projectile speed from 250 to 300, which is like the same as Willow, I think. So yeah, and the Evil Mocho got a bug fix where it got stuck in the Inara's wall, and then after the wall goes down, it still fires out. So it will now, when the Inara uses her wall, your Evil Mocho will now be lost forever. And it actually occurs to me one, and yeah, I'm really glad this bug is fixed. Oh, serious. Oh no, this is my most controversial champion. I hate her so much. So fortunately, thankfully, she now received a nerf. Let's see what it will do to her. The Soul Orb, which is her primary attack, will have an increased projectile speed as well to be on par with other projectile champions. But the distance is reduced from 4 to 2.5, which is just reduce the distance and make her shoot faster. And her Shadow Travel, which is the F ability, her escape ability, is the duration is reduced from 5 seconds to 4 seconds, and the cooldown is increased from 12 seconds to 4 seconds. So basically, you have to be more careful when you shadow walk. Now it's Sky. Oh, come on, Sky. Yeah, Sky received a nerf. Yeah, somehow she received a nerf. Basically, the most useless champion of the realm received a nerf, which is her Preparation, which is the legendary card, which her elimination and kills will reset all of her ability, but which will now only affect kills only. So no elimination, you have to get your kills, reset and then run. You cannot just get an assist and reset. But I think this nerf is for console, because I've heard that Sky is really strong on console with the aim assist. So now instead of just nerfing her on console, they nerf Sky in general, so she's a piece of trash now, don't blame her. God damn it, sorry Sky. Yeah, I used to like her a lot, but damn. Oh, that next we have that Vault, which is a huge, I don't know if it's a buff or a nerf, so let's get to it. Here's primary attack and range increase as to be on par with other champions. His shield is reduced from 5,000 to 2,000, but his health is increased from 3,500 to 5,000. So he has less shield and more health, and also I will talk a bit about that later. But yeah, just know that he now has less shield and more health. So Wrecker is no longer a priority. And next we have a Willow, which is her blast flower, her primary attack will now increase projectile speed from 250 to 300. So as I said, it's the same as Pips now. So yeah, she can shoot faster, I guess. And yeah, I think that's it for this. This is it for this update. OB53 patch overview is end here. So basically just a bunch of bug fixes, and yeah, a bunch of bug fixes, new skins, new sexy leg skin. No, not Cassie. Okay, Cassie is really nice too. And one more thing, the Onslaught game mode will now I'm sorry, I'm trying to find a word. The Onslaught game mode will now give you less points for capturing the point. So in the past, the best tactic to play Onslaught is apparently to stack a bunch of tanks on the point. You don't have to kill anyone, just stand on the point and you just get your tickets up. So it will now be reduced by 50%, so you have to get kills to be able to win. Well, I myself don't play Onslaught that much, so this will not change anything. So let me give you an overview of the patch, I think. So basically every projectile champion has their speed increase, and some of them has their range increase as well. For example, Fernando and Torvald, and I think it's really great. It's called how are we going to call this patch? Let's call it the summer skin and a projectile patch. Yes, sounds good. So yeah, basically all of the projectile champion got their speed and got their projectile speed and range increase, with the exception of Trogos and Bomb King and such. And some of the fixes are really great as well. Let me see. First, the EV fix, which well, once again makes shooter faster, but her blink no longer grants bonus damage, which you just have to be more careful to play her, I think. But you will now are more reliable to shoot airborne targets such as Drogos and Droxel. So this is just a balance out, and the 12-volt changes is really great. I've read a comment in the forum. They said that why do they nerf 12-volt? This is not a 12-volt nerf. This is a 12-volt buff, because now he will not fall off in late game as he was before. Like in the late game when like Shaolin, Bomb King, Trogos has like Wrecker 2 and 3 online, 12-volt is basically just a dead pig. Only 3,500 health. He will be reduced to ashes in a matter of seconds, because his shield is basically useless at that point. But now with the health increase, with the health increase and less shield, he can be more reliable as well, because as a main healer, you cannot heal him through his shield, so that his shield must go away first and then take to his 3,500 health, then the healer can heal him, which is really frustrating. So now it's a big buff for him. So yeah, keep in mind, this is a 12-volt buff. Yeah, so I think that's it. This will be the end of the patch overview. Let's give it to a Cassiville for the thumbnail, okay? So this will be the end of Paladins Open Beta Patch 53. So I hope, so yeah, it's the end of it. So everything here is recorded in live commentary. I am too lazy and don't have enough time to be able to edit it. So I hope you guys don't mind, and I will link the Reddit forum in the description below, as well as the videos. I got it from it's not on YouTube now. I got it from the page called Paladins Memes. So make sure you check them out. I will include them in the description as well. And yeah, it's the end of the OB53 patch overview. I hope you like my content. I will be seeing you in the next video, and as always, peace.